I'm Joyce Reynolds Sinclair from Palo Alto, California, just south of San Francisco, and active in the ASP since founding the NorCal chapter, which expanded to the US West Coast chapter in fall of 2021. And I'm currently chapter president. I'm also a managing director with GeoGroup Strategic Services, a strategy development and execution consulting firm that has worked with our clients virtually since 2003. I am really excited to be here with David Booth, a fellow of the Strategic Planning Society and director of IXQ Consulting. He's presenting the breakout session, Dynamic Strategy, What Does It Take? At the Association for Strategic Planning 2022 Global Conference themed Strategy in a Right Now World. David's session is on Friday, May 20th in the morning breakout slot. This year's event is fully virtual on a dynamic new conference platform. So I hope you can join us then and there. So to start, David, please introduce yourself and share what attracted you to present at this ASP conference.
Oh, thank you, Joyce. I'm so looking forward to this conference. Just as a brief introduction, I'm from York in the UK. I've worked in strategic planning for about 25 years, and for the past 20 of which I've been helping organizations to undertake and guiding them on their journey of strategic planning. At the ASP conference, when I've attended the conferences in the past, I've been very stimulated by the presentations and the discussions, and I found it really great to learn about new techniques, new developments in strategy, and also how other strategists are tackling some of the challenges. So I'm really looking forward to being a part of this one this year.
Well, that's great. Well, we're looking forward to hearing what you have to say. I've attended and learned from every ASP conference that I have attended since I joined in 2003, because I learned, as you say, the latest and greatest kind of pragmatic tools and approaches that I can really use in my work. So I'm delighted with this opportunity to learn what to expect during your presentation at the conference. So tell us, what are the key themes of your presentation?
Well, strategists such as Henry Mintzberg have long argued that strategy emerges as much as it is being deliberately formulated. And I think the past 2 years have demonstrated very, very clearly that organizations need a more dynamic approach to strategy. The old traditional project-based, sequential, let's focus on an intense period of strategic planning, get a glossy document or whatever, and then spend the next 3 to 5 years implementing it. That, I think, things have changed far too quickly.
Yes.
So how do organizations develop a dynamic approach to strategy? What are the building block elements that they need to consider? So I should be discussing those, and I'll be including examples as well from some of the in-depth interviews I've done with some of the leaders of organizations who are on their journey with their organizations to strengthen how they undertake strategy.
Very exciting. I'm looking forward to hearing those examples. All right, why don't you tell us also a little bit how your session relates to the conference strategy in the right now world, the conference theme, strategy in the right now world?
Well, organizations need to be adaptable, agile, and dynamic in how they deal with the uncertainties of the future. And that is, again, is clearly, we all know, it's been clearly demonstrated by what's happened in the past couple of years. So forward-thinking leaders are realizing that they need to help their organizations build those capabilities as to how to approach strategy much more dynamically. And it's a journey that many of them are on. And it's been fascinating actually talking and listening to where each organization I've interviewed has been on that journey. It's the journey they're on to building those elements and building those capabilities, which means that their organizations are much more robust, much more prepared, have got that capability to be able to adopt a much more dynamic approach to strategy. And it's a journey of learning as well that they're all on. So it's quite fascinating. And I think it's a shift, if you like, from looking at techniques and tools into the capabilities that organizations need to enable them to do this in a much more dynamic way.
Well, this sounds fascinating. I really like what you just said about capabilities versus tools, because that really does underlie what you're able to do. The tools are the how, but do you have the capability? And in the dynamic right now world, it's not, as you say, the way it was in the 1950s when you had vice presidents of strategic planning and, it was a lot less of a turbulent environment. Well, David, thanks so much for talking with me. I'm really looking forward to this session. And for those watching, the ASP 2022 Global Conference is May 18th through 20th. You can check out the full agenda and register to attend at www.aspglobalconference.org. I hope to see you there.
Joyce, thank you very much. Look forward to taking part, and it's going to be a great conference.
Wonderful. Okay.
Thank you.
Stop recording. Bye-bye.